Thank you, Free League Games, for sending me this wonderful box of Dragonbane rules to check out. We are doing our first look through Dragonbane. I have heard nothing but good things about this game. So the best way for me to test and break a game is to try and make a character. And plus, we've got a solo roleplay thing that we can probably check out. Of course, I'm doing this with my phone, so there'll be a lot of guest appearances of that. A lot of things falling over. Professionalism. What's that? I'm the OGGM. At least you get to see Steve. So Steve's helping me. All right, so we've got a character record sheet. Let's check out the character record sheet. We got the standard stats: strength, con, agility, intelligence, will, charisma. We got all, name, player things. We've got abilities and spells. We've got skills. We've got inventory, gold, silver, copper, armor, helmet, willpower points, and hit points. Hit points I know, willpower points we can guess. It's something, probably like every time you fail a save versus something another. And just more on the back. So two-sided sheet. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna just go right to the building races, or as they're called in this one, kin. What's your favorite? Race, heritage, background, kin, ancestry, nobody cares. I don't know. I like ancestry. Ancestry kind of rolls off the tongue. I mean, race is, we're used to, but race, the human race is, but, ancestry just kind of rolls off the tongue. All right, these are our humans. Scrappy looking, kind of dirty, semi-Viking, and humans get 3 willpower points. All right, so we're gonna put 3 willpower points in our thing. 1, 2, 3. All right, and that's it. That's all we get? No, okay. Now we're gonna roll our profession. We roll on a D10. Fortunately, they gave us some dice. Yay! How am I gonna open this with one hand? I don't know. Doing this with the phone. Wow. Yep. Hello? All right, there's a thing in my screen. I don't know how to make that go away. As long as you can still hear me. How do I make this go away? I can't. All right, well, I don't know what it is, but hopefully it's not affecting your ability to see what's going on. So we're gonna get a decent. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And we're gonna roll. And we get a 7. 7 is Mariner. We're gonna put our profession on Mariner. Which I guess means something to do with boat. All right, got artisan, bard, fighter, hunter, knight, mage, mariner. Mariner's key attribute is agility. All right, agility is right here. We get acrobatics, awareness, hunting and fishing, knives. Knives is a skill, okay. No, it's not. Oh, here it is. It's a weapon skill. All right. Languages. Languages. We get languages. Swimming. Well, duh. I would be throwing this game out the window if it didn't have swimming. Though, not a lot of sailors actually knew how to swim. That is actually a fair point. And my heroic ability is sea legs. What do sea legs get me? I don't know. It's not described here. I'm assuming it'll describe someplace else. Where do we put our heroic ability? 4 people watching, no comments. I don't know if you can see this weird thing on the screen or not. I don't know how to make this weird thing go away. but it's on my screen. Hopefully it's not affecting. Whatever. Sea legs. I put that out on heroic ability. Heroic ability. Okay, I guess that goes here. All right. Moving on. Age. I don't know. My age is 16. That doesn't important, but I'll make him 16. What's my name? Kid with Spear. Steve. Attributes. Starting scrolls. Roll 46 and remove the worst dice, which gives you the score between 3 and 18. Or you can do the derived thing. All right, so standard thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a 5, an 8, and a 2. Got a 10 strength. We got a 2, 4, and a 5. A 5 con. I am sickly. A 4, a 7, an 8 agility. Oh, this character sucks. Awesome. 5, 10, but a 14 intelligence. Well, maybe I'm going to be a wizard when I grow up. A 6, 12, 13, 14, 15 willpower. Okay, yeah. And a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 charisma. All right, so I'm a sailor with a 10 strength, a 5 constitution, 8 agility, but I'm really smart. 14 intelligence, 15 willpower, 15 charisma. My movement rate is 10. Where's movement on here? 10. My damage bonus is nothing. Oh, no negative damage bonus. My hit points are... Your maximum number of hit points is equal to your SCOM, but can be increased by heroic abilities. Information about damage. So my hit points are 5. I have 5 hit points. Yeah. And we already have our skills. And every skill is connected to an enchantment. In addition to the base chance, you start with a number of trained skills, 8, 10, or 12, depending upon your age. At the start of the game, your level in trained skills is equal to twice the base chance. 6 of your trained skills must be selected from those listed in your profession. The rest, 2, 4, and 6, depending upon your age. Okay. So my age determines my extra skills. So we already taken the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skills. My age is 18. That gives me, I guess I'm young. There's young, adult, and old. So I did that wrong. Okay, so I am 2. I am young. I get 2 extra skill points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 1 more, 7. I got 1 more I can use. Well, with my high intelligence, I think I should take something that's intelligence-based, right? Bushcraft, healing, myths and legends. Sure, myths and legends. All right, myths and legends. Okay. Beyond that, you have a secondary skill, such as the School of Magic. In the base game, you don't get a base chance in the secondary skill, but further expansions and supplements may modify this. So, okay, so the only body gets a secondary skill are wizards. Okay. Screen looks fine according to Dice Tales, so I guess it's just on my side. You know. Everybody says, film with your phone, until you actually try to film with your phone, and then you're like, no, it doesn't work that way. Okay. So my base chance is based upon each thing that I have the skill in. So acrobatics is based upon my 8 agility, which gives me a base chance of 4. Yeah, who cares about that? Well, that's boring. We'll write that down later. All right, heroic abilities. I can also roll a weakness if I want. You start the game with 1 heroic abilities. You can gain new heroic abilities during play. You don't get any heroic abilities if you're a wizard because your magic is your heroic ability. Your character is capable of an individual blah, blah, blah. Your weakness, that's death. I can roll a weakness. So, of course, we're going to roll a weakness. I rolled an 8. I'm slothful. Slothful. Any chance I get to rest, I rest. Well, with a constitution of 5, no wonder. All right, gear. How many gears, pogs do I start with? It doesn't say. I get a memento, though. 8. A copper coin from a treasure shot by your mother or father. Ooh, lucky coin. Encumbrance. Well, we don't have to worry about that with my strength of 10. Appearance. 16. I have a silver tooth. Who cares? But okay. Silver tooth. That actually counts as inventory. That's like emergency money. Experience. Where do we roll my stat? Okay. Rolling a dragon. Failure. Okay. Dice rolling. Is this higher the better or roller the better? Okay. This is higher is bad. Low is good. So if you roll a 1 on a d20, you are particularly successful. If you roll a 20 on a d20, you are particularly not so successful. So this is a roll under system. You know, some games roll under makes sense. Some games roll under doesn't make sense. You're instinctively, your brain tends to look, think, higher is better. 20 is better than 5, right? 5 is better than 3. On the other hand, 5 is not as good as 15. So lower the better doesn't really make sense to our brains. But in some cases, having to roll under the stat probably does make sense. All right, so we know how to do all that. We've got our skills. Let's see what our sea legs does. Sea legs. That gives me a swim of 12. Okay. I don't know what my swim is, but I'm going to assume it's, especially since swim isn't on here. Swimming. Okay. Which one did I get? Swimming or seamanship? Did I get swimming? Swimming. Seamanship, swimming, and swords. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to take one off. I guess I'm taking off myths and legends. Okay. Sea legs. Requirement. Swimming of 12. Willpower points 1. When you activate the ability, when performing an action in water, you are then safe from all negative effects of being in the water, including the risk of drowning. So I have to have a base swim of 12. My base swim is 10. Okay, well, I have an ability, but I can't use it. All right, initiative, blah, blah, blah. Movement, you all know how this works. Melee combat, critical on a 1, do double damage. I love the fact that they don't explain where the ducks come from. Just ducks exist as the player character race. We don't know where they came from. Doesn't matter. What's cooler than that? Of course, it always questions, why does the duck need to wear a mask? If you're the only duck in town, everybody's going to know it is you. No need to wear a mask. It's like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Why does the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles wear masks other than the tradition of ninjas? Like, are there other giant turtles in town that we might confuse you for? You don't need to wear a mask. You're the only giant turtles in town. The magic. I have a feeling we're going to try and learn magic with this character because he's going to suck as a fighter. All right. I like the random thingies. The memento, the random disadvantage, the random appearance. I mean, obviously you don't have to use them, but I love random tables. you know, I've played this game so long that now every character I tend to make tends to just be randomly generated randomly. How much starting money do we have? Did we miss starting money? There was nothing on our being a mariner. We do get some free gear. Missed that. If you roll a 5, we get a trident. Okay, I mean, you know, we probably can't carry it. A spyglass. Ooh. Rope. 51 feet, of course. From Seskir's Anime. Grappling hook. Torch. Nice. Flint and steel. D8 food rations. 6 food rations. 6 rations. And D10 silver to go shopping with. 7 silver. All right. I'm assuming we get clothes for free. We got a trident. We probably want to buy a weapon we can use. Like a dagger. Dark Winter says it didn't know it came with a box set. Free League sent me this to review. I don't know if this is a normal thing that you get if you buy it online, or this is a special reviewing thing. Thank you again, Free League, for sending me this to review. I didn't think they would, but apparently you can email them and ask if they will send you free stuff. As far as I know, they're the only game company that does that, and they might. I don't know what their criteria is. Obviously, they want to look at your YouTube or whatever, which they asked me about. But other than that, you know, they didn't really ask me a lot of questions. And then like a month later, this showed up. So thank you, Free League, for sending it to me for free. All right, we got 7 silver. I think we need to buy some armor. Of course, armor all costs gold, and we have 7 silver. So unless there's a way to make more money at the start of play, we can't buy any gear. Oh, yeah. There's got to be, right? There's got to be another starting money table besides the 7 I got for free. Did we just miss it? Gear. Okay, well, we know we're starting gear. Yes. But do I get any other money? Got my memento. Am I missing it? I don't see anything about starting money. Let's see if there's a... No, money. Money, gear, 27, 72, 81. Okay. We've got 7. We can't buy any armor. Okay. We got 1 weapon for free. And with our 7 silver, we can buy a knife. Or a club. I'm gonna buy a club. Because I think with my 10 strength, we can still use a club. And a club does a D8. Not bad. That's pretty decent for a 10 strength. We can buy a bow. Probably should need a bow. I can buy a sling for 1 silver. Sling. That's 5 silver left. And slings do a D8? No, that is... I guess that's just how ridiculous the hit points are if it does a D8. All right, we're assuming we have normal clothing. We've got 5, 4, 7, 6, 5 silver left. So let's just ignore all this stuff and just buy a backpack. Light sources, tools. I like the way this is. Oh, backpack costs us 3 gold. Can't have a backpack. How about a bag? Saddlebag costs 6 gold. Can't have that. How about a sack? There's the only sacks or only containers are backpacks. I can have a barrel. I'm gonna barrel. Oh, I can have a basket. I can have a basket for 4 silver, which holds 10 weight units. I'm a sailor with a trident, running into combat, holding a basket like I'm Little Red Riding Hood. No, I think I'll just find a sack while we're adventuring. Blah, blah. I can buy a chicken. All right, so we're ready. We're ready to begin the solo adventure. Your solo player character. So we get some inspiration effects. We get some effects for rolling the criticals and fumbles. We get a simple NPC. We got a fortune chart. And then we've got surviving a solo play rules. And then we've got the adventure, where we have to go into a chapel and clear it out. And then just random exploring. Okay. No map for the chapel. Just you go in the chapel and you try and survive an encounter. All right, I am Steve, the fighter. I have been hired to clear out this chapel. In exchange, they will possibly maybe teach me some chapel magic stuff because, God, I suck as a sailor. I probably got stranded on an island with a beach ball, and that's why I'm so sickly. Who knows, maybe once upon a time my stats were actually decent, but now look at me, 5 con and 8 agility. I do not have the stats to be a mariner. So obviously I want to use my brain. So I'm gonna use my brain. And oh no, what's the first thing we run into? Is magic randomly generated? Or do we just go against this? Because it doesn't say. It just says your missions. And then what we encounter. All right, we can encounter a dragon. So the very first thing we're going to run into is 5. An orc. 1 orc. And 1 orc. We're going to use the orc minion here. He's got hit points of 12, no armor class, but he does more damage than I do. And it's lower the better. So I've just got to roll under my strength, I guess, to roll the hit. You should probably look that up. Okay. Got to roll under a 10. 16. I think I missed, but maybe... Well, if it's roll under, then I probably should have read this ahead of time, huh? We know roll under, so is the thing. Let's see. Roll to hit. Two meters. You can have up to 3 weapons in hand. So 1, and then sling on your back. Your strength requirements, well, I'm just using my knife. So my club. It doesn't say. I'm assuming it's roll under. Roll under what? Anybody know? Okay, well, I'm going to assume it's roll under. Since I'm having to hit an armor class of nothing, I just have to roll under a 10. I rolled an 8, so I hit. I'm going to do a D8 damage to this orc. I do 7 points of damage. He can take 5 more. His turn. He's got to hit my armor class of nothing. So he's just got to roll under a 10 also. He rolls a 10. Yay, he hits me with a club. And he does 7 points of damage, and I'm dead! Yay! Okay, that's our first read through of Dragonbane. Okay. Definitely would like, I mean, obviously I didn't do a full read through, but I would like a much more better flow. I mean, the flow is pretty close to perfect and just step by step, but then a lot of space is wasted on like these abilities like age and attributes and derived things and skills and stuff, you know. It's like, okay, that's important, but for my first play, if I'm just making kid with spear, or in this case, kid with knife, I just want to know the stuff as quickly as possible. Like, how do I roll to hit? I shouldn't have had to like dig through it. That should have just been right there. Very first thing in melee combat and rage combat should have been, you know, what I need to roll to hit. You know, it has movement, it has actions, free actions, but what do I need to roll to hit? I'm assuming since lower the better, I'm rolling under, but, you know, bright big letters, you know, DC 10 plus whatever, would definitely have helped. The art's great. It's simple. I like it. Can't go wrong with the duck. I haven't heard anything bad about this game. Damage, armor rating, but we don't have to worry about that. Armor takes damage. It doesn't subtract from being hit. Okay. Death rolls. Well, we don't have to worry about that. We died. You can get an effect. There's conditions, but what do I roll to hit? Okay, right? That would be my very first thing. Combat maps, combat, 45 to 49. We go to 45. Melee combat. Okay, damage bonus, weapons, strength requirement, grip, long weapons, prone targets, critical hit, parrying, rolling, critical, rolling fumble, dodging. What do I need to roll to hit? That should be the very first thing. Because now I've got to go through this and look it all up, and that's just going to waste time if we're starting to play. Especially if you're on the solo adventure, it should have been easily scripted out how you roll to hit and stuff like damage, right? But instead they have this thing on inspiration and fortune. It's like the very first thing is build the character step by step. The solo adventure should help you build the character. And then at the end of that, you should know the basics. So if you've never played before, you're not like me, who's been playing for 4,000 years, but still asking, all right, what do I need to roll to hit? That said, it's fine. I like it. There's nothing so far I dislike. Simple enough to understand. Roll under is a little backwards for my dyslexic brain, but I think most people like roll under. Again, a little bit more explanation, but I'm assuming the answers to my questions are in here. I just have to not be lazy and actually read it ahead of time. But I wanted to give the straight out of the box experience. You know, I'm a guy, I've never played this game before. People have told me how great it is. So we're looking at it, so tell me what it is, and I just want to make a character and sit down and play. And I think we did a decent job, right? I mean, Steve the Mariner kind of sucks, but if he survives long enough, he could be a decent wizard or cleric. He's definitely not going to be a warrior. But he could be a cleric, right? 15 will, that's good. All right, so what do you think? Do you want to see me do more of this? They also sent me Mutant Year Zero. So they sent me their oldest game and their newest game. Now, Dragonbane and Mutant Year Zero are under separate Creative Commons rules. If you want to make games for Dragonbane for Free League, you can. They have a Creative Commons SRD for that. And it is an open license you can use specifically for Dragonbane because it uses separate rules from the rest of their stuff. Everything else they do uses the Year Zero rule set, which I'm a huge fan of. And they also have an SRD for that. So if you ever want to write games for Rule Zero, they have rules for that, which means I should put that on my list of systems I need to hack to make superheroes, right? I mean, Super's Year Zero? Do more. Any questions? Any comments? Yeah, I should read through this and actually find out what I messed up, which we will do. But I've already wasted 30 minutes of your time, and it's Saturday, and you've probably got more things important to do than hang out with me. Thanks for spending time with me on this first look through for Dragonbane. We will go through it again. We'll go through the whole solo adventure in a couple days, I think, because I really want to get a feel of it since everybody's telling me it's such a great game. You can pick this up for Free League using their American site, which I'll post down below once I upload this. Of course, all their prices are in Free League money. And Free League money is like Dutch, right? They're in, where are they? They're Sweden. So yeah, SEK is the name of Free League money. So it'll say like 583, and you'll be like, I'm not paying $583, but then you use the translator and it's like 50 something. So their games are pricey. That is the main disadvantage of being a Free League fan, is you pay a lot of money and they don't really follow through with a lot of their games like other companies do. And sometimes once the game's out and sold out, they don't do second printings. So yeah, there's some issues that I think everybody has with Free League, but all in all, I enjoy their product. I love Tales from the Loop, as you know. This looks fun. You can't go wrong with a game where you can play ducks as player characters and they don't even bother to explain it. They just like, there's ducks, don't worry about it, move on. And you know I love that. Till next time, I'm the OGGM. Thanks for sticking with me. Dark Winter, Tabletop Gaming, Dice Tales, and whoever else stopped by. I appreciate each and every one of you spending a Saturday with me. I will talk to y'all later. Remember to do the usual stuff of like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. See ya.